What's up, everybody? Peace be with you guys. Welcome back to the Th13, where we are in a little bit of a war at Eden's Edge. This is our war. It's currently 12 to 28, and I have two attacks that we'll be doing in today's video because I think why not? We'll plan both of them and run you through the two attacks that we are going to be doing. So, our first base that we'll be hitting is going to be number 6, and the next one we'll be hitting will be number 5. So, this is basically be hitting first, and the army that I will be using is going to be the Queen Charge Hybrid. So for this one, the Town Hall is pretty accessible. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be Queen Charging Town Hall. So I'm going to come in over on this side. I'm going to wall break right here. Yes, it's a ground ball, but I don't think I have to worry much about the ground ball because we're only going to be really 2-point defenses here with the Archer Tower and the bow, as well as the splash damage as the Wizard Tower. So we're going to take the Town Hall. I want my queen to walk into this compartment here with the Grand Warden and the queen, and hopefully pull the CC. I will have to freeze this because this is definitely going to be a little bit of a problem. But depending on where the queen goes, we do have two wall breakers for as well. So we'll probably have to wall break into here. And if I can get a wall break into this compartment, it will be good. Depending on where the queen goes, because the queen may walk her way up and or she can come her way down. But I want her to hopefully pick one side first. To me, it doesn't matter because I have a plan for both sides. So if she does come on this side here, it'll be better. And then I'm going to drop the king and siege barracks over here so they can work their way down. I may not use both wall breakers. I may try to save one depending on where she goes. And then we wall break over here. So king and siege barracks will come up here. And then I'm going to drop the hybrid through this scatter shot and bow. We will heal right here, going into this multi and this bomb tower, and they will probably heal on the back end depending on this multi, if this multi is still up at that time. It's gonna be, I would say, it's gonna be a pretty okay hybrid. We do have to use our spells accordingly, but depending on how the wall breaks go, we may have to save one for here. So we'll see how that goes. I may just use drop the king here, or drop the king here, and then drop the siege barracks as well. So probably siege barracks probably a little bit up here, and drop the king here so he can work his way to the eagle maybe. The eagle is probably gonna be like the last thing that we do end up hitting. So we'll go from there. So if that's said and done, you guys see the basic, see the army. If that's all was said, let's crush it. And let's get into our first attack for this war. So let me change my ground running to back to ground. And I'll start the first initial wall break now. And then I'll drop the Archer Queen. Drop the balloon there. Balloons always have a balloon, especially if you're doing any style charge. If you're using like a queen charge, anything, any hybrid army, any queen charge army, you're gonna have to be wanting to bring balloons. Meaning because of you are going to be, I'm gonna freeze here just to give the queen a little bit of time. The balloons are basically just looking for secure mines. That's what the balloons are used for, because they're good. There you go. You see, we just popped secure mine, and our healers don't have to suffer. So that's a good thing. Wherever the queen does go, she seems that she's going over on this side. So I have to use it. We're gonna rage here. I'm gonna poison there. So she's going to the single, which I don't seem too annoyed by it. Oh, there you go. She turned around. She turned around. So that sucks a little bit, but that's okay. It didn't want to turn around, but that's okay. Draw the king and siege barracks there. We don't have to worry about the wall break now because we already used it, sadly. But we can go from there. I think we can start our hybrid right now. Keeping a small eye on my queen. I'm gonna rage her up there. I'm gonna heal on entry. That wasn't my plan to heal on entry, but it seems like Teza farm was there, so best that we did heal on entry. Queen is still pushing through. Her healers are dead now because I believe she got a couple air bombs in the way of her healers. So I'm going to use the ground warden's ability here in a second. The Max Hogs are coming out with the CC, and I'm going to warden's ability now so I can get the queen in that warden's aura. Everything is working nice. I still have a heal. Queen still has the ability, so that's a good thing. I'm going to heal on this scatter shot, on the entry, the scatter shot. We still have that single alive. Still have hogs around the outside. Still have the miners in the heal. Queen is dead, but the queen did her job already. Queen did exactly what she was supposed to do. We still have the RC's ability, and I still have a decent amount of cleanup. And this is done. This is the wraps. This is a really nice hit. I like this hit. Even though the queen didn't go to the single as I thought she was going to go to, pop the RC's ability, and this is a very nice show of a hybrid. Very nice plan of a hybrid, and you can see where we use our spells. Even though we didn't get the wall break we wanted for the king, the queen, because the queen decided to vary off. I thought she was actually going to go to the single, but that's a good thing because we didn't have an extra freeze. We had to use her ability earlier. So the queen was actually smart in that part. The queen was pretty smart, and keeping her alive for as long as we did in the melee base, keeping the hybrid into one side of the base and not split up. These spells, the heal spells were definitely used at a very good time. We had to heal pretty early, but at the end of the day, it did work really, really well. So that was our first hybrid hit for the war. And now we're going to hop into our next hit. This is the base right here that we'll be hitting. And we're going to be using a Blizzard this time instead of the Queen Charge hybrid. So instead of using Queen Charge hybrid, because I would want the Queen Charge the Town Hall, you can see a lot of the point defenses, especially the ground balls, like a bull farm. You don't really want to be Queen Charging into a bull farm. And with the singles, I would have to be wasting my free spells and not be able to get in here. The Queen can reach this as well. The hybrid could work on it, but I think the Blizzard is going to work better because I'll be able to get a little bit more value as well, and the Lalo may work a little bit better than the hybrid in this one. So hybrid can work on this base, but I'm going to use the Blizzard for this one because the hybrid may be a little bit more distinct. So we are going in with the Blizzard, like I said, and I'm just going to change my CC here a little bit. I'm going to bring some filler troops. Filler troops are the first thing that normally come out for the Blizzard, and we're going to use the Super Wizards there as well with the Battle Blimp. I'm just going to reset my CC troops there for myself. And now let's start with our plan with the Blizzard here as well. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to come over on this side here so they can Blizzard Town Hall Blizzard as much far as possible. The queen is definitely going to walk over here, so I'm going to come on this side more. I'm going to not use the Hound for this one. I may just drop a test balloon first and then drop 2 balloons after, and then drop the blimp into this compartment so we can get the Town Hall, get the queen, just get as much value here as possible. The CC is definitely going to be pulling at that point. So then I'm going to use the ice column up here so I'll be able to get a couple of those bulls. So I'm going to use my heroes into the more stronger side of the base so I can get them through here. And then I'm going to hybrid, and then I'm going to Lalo, sorry. So all the heroes are working. I'm going to Lalo from here, from this single down, and then from the next single and back up. So I'll be able to have the 3 hounds to keep my balloons alive. And the supers aren't really playing a big part in this raid either. So that's why I'm going to use the heroes up here so I can get those bulls out of the way. And then we will work our way around the base. I'm looking for more supermans of the CC. So we'll work through them as attended as well. So with that said and done, let's get into this last and final attack with the Blizzard Lalo Town 13. So if that's another, you can see the army, like I always want to do. Let's crush it. Okay, let's go. So with this whole, I would love to see the tornado here, to be honest. But let's drop in. No, no tornado, no traps. I'm gonna drop another balloon and then drop my battle blimp. And then I'll drop them right here. And then as I always want to do, just count to 4. Just count to 4 in your head. That's what I always do. And then I drop in the next possible area. So I always want to know where they're gonna go. Sometimes they mess you up. Sometimes super raiders mess me up where they're going. Okay, so we got a lot of value. We got a decent amount of value. We got the Town Hall. We didn't get the King out, but that's okay. We can work our way down. So now we'll drop Ice Column and King, and then I'll just drop a Wall Breaker because we have the Wall Breakers. And as you guys see, Supermans are like the more common CC that you're gonna see at a lot of Town Hall levels anyways, so it's okay. King is dead now. We're gonna drop the RC. I'm gonna drop the what's it called? The RC with a Headhunter. Poison is gonna kill off those super minions. I still have one more a freeze I can use here that I want to use here soon. Queen is gonna pop her ability through that what's it called? The Grung Bull. Everything is still going through. The RC is still working really nicely. I'm gonna pop her ability so I can keep her alive just a little bit longer. And now I'm gonna start my Lalo. Let me change my ground water to air. Sometimes don't forget, guys, that you gotta change back your ground water when you're doing these attacks, because sometimes I've done a Lalo with a ground warden. So I know how it is. I still have 2 more headhunters. I'm gonna drop the haste there. I'm gonna drop the Nets Hound to go right over. and then I'm going to drop the 2 headhunters as well. I'm going to freeze this the point defense as well as the wizard tower, and then we're going to put the ground's ability. We still have a freeze, still have a haste. This base is done. This base is done. The hybrid, I can tell you this. We could have used hybrid for both of these attack strategies for both bases, because we'd be able to queen charge pretty decently through. But I decided with the nothing defensively in the middle of the base, the Lalo would have been just working around the outside base, and it worked a little bit better for me instead of having the minus go into the middle and then have to split off. So that's why I used. That's why I end up using the Lalo instead of the hybrid for this base. But the hybrid can work on this base. You just have to be more predictable with using your spells properly. So you can see we ended up getting a 6-pack 13v13. Just showing you the 2 more popular attack strategies using hybrid and Blizzard Lalo. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Something different with me using both attacks, and we got our 6-pack, which is always good to see. And we do need to clean up some more. We do have to get a couple more tasks, but we may not be able to win this one. But hopefully you guys did enjoy that 13v13 6-pack, and hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.